Hello, this is Japan, and this is my payback video, or payback match card predictions, I guess is the best way of saying it. That's just like, if you just say it's a payback video, that sounds even worse. Okay, so let's just skip on to this. So, payback, it's good, it's tonight. I'm a little bit late getting this up, but I figured let's just jump right into deciding what's going to happen tonight. So, first off, I feel like it's probably going to be the opening match. It's going to be LA Knight versus The Miz. They've had a really good build up of it, and they've had some really good promos. I think this is going to be like a longer, like, like this is like probably one or two, maybe even three pay per views that they might have these matches, or just some really big spots on Raw and SmackDown, maybe. Let's hope. I feel like these two can go at it on the mic really well, so if they can go in the ring pretty well, this could be a good rivalry to fill in these couple months, before like Royal Rumble and all that type of stuff. So I feel like LA Knight's gonna win this one. I think like Miz has been killing him on the like mic game, so I think LA Knight wins here, and then Miz continues to try to bury him on the mic, and maybe that's how it will go. I feel like this one is really a 50-50, to be honest, because there is so many probably matches that are going to be coming up on it. But I feel like LA Knight gets it. He's so over right now, so I think it would be a perfect time just to have him win a big pay per view match, back to back pay per view matches, because he won the Battle Royale last time. So that's at least how I'm going to feel. This is not a match, but the Grayson Waller effect with Cody Rhodes, I think, will be pretty solid. I have a feeling we'll get something here that will put Cody Rhodes into another feud. I really hope so. People have said John Cena, which I don't necessarily know if Cody Rhodes needs. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean, we have another pay per view at least with Cena going to be in it, so they could have kind of a little bit of a feud. They're both great on the mic. They're both great baby faces, so it could be worth it. I don't know who else they would be going at. To be honest, I hope it's just kind of just not an interview set. It's just we don't need that. We could see Dominic come down, I guess, because they have kind of feuded. But that's all I could really think on that one. They have kept it pretty on the wrap, so I'm just hoping there's going to be more. But I don't think it's necessarily gonna happen. Next up is the United States title match. I don't really see Rey Mysterio losing this one. Not that I think he's gonna drop it, but I think they want him to drop it against Santos Escobar. I think that's just too good of a build up that they've been trying to build for like months now. They're trying to get this LWO over so badly, and it's honestly not working that well for them. But they have to have that U.S. title as kind of the focal point of getting it through. And I feel like Austin Fury cheats tonight and doesn't succeed, or even just maybe gets, they could DQ him. I mean, that would be kind of an interesting way to help, like, Austin Fury know that he can't just cheat every single time. So they could honestly do that and like see that he starts trying to cheat more and more and gets caught more and more, and then he eventually is just like, dude, I'm actually good at wrestling, so why am I doing this and costing me my opportunities? That would be wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to be a thing that they're going to do, but that would be a way to maybe get Austin Fury some redemption, and maybe he even goes back to like Johnny Gargano and stuff. Like with the old the way, that could be a huge storyline that they could do, and really rebuild him back up as something different than what they've been doing for the last couple of years. But we'll see. Next up, we have for the undisputed tag team title in a Steel City Street Fight match is Kevin Owens versus the Judgment Day. I feel like if KO's healthy and obviously Sammy is, like, they haven't really had much of a chance to defend those titles, so like I don't really want them to drop them here. Judgment Day would be like the perfect team to drop them to, but I think we'll have some type of issue with like JD trying to help and screws it up, but like I feel like they need to be putting that more of that pressure on everybody, or JD saves Finn and leaves Damian Priest to rot out there like he did last Raw, and that would even just build it more that they don't want him there. And yeah, and then it would also see what Rhea's gonna do, because Rhea said that if they don't win, that she was gonna do something about it, and that sounds like that could be cool. And depending on what she does, could be a cool storyline. But speaking of Rhea, she has her own match tonight. She hasn't got a lot of title defenses. I think this one will be her best match. I think she still wins no matter what against Raquel. That feels like the lock pick out of every single one of these. That's the one I feel like I can 100% certainty say that Rhea's gonna hold on. I don't really think that, like, even if they might have multiple matches between her and Raquel, and I don't think that she drops it on the first one. I think they want her to have a nice title reign, and her having the title just makes a lot of sense to the Judgment Day storyline, and I just don't see, a reason to even, have her drop it here. But I think it's gonna be a good match. I think Raquel it's gonna be like I want to say like a decently long match, and I feel like Rhea's gonna be on the ropes and have to really pull out all the stops here, and show that she's not like, this super beast that's been able to destroy everybody. And I think it just sets her up, and this is how I at least feel like if they just stay with the brand splits, I think eventually she'll, if she ever does drop the title, it'll be like to Becky or something. That's just at least my feeling. It could possibly be different, but at the moment, I think that's what they're going for. And speaking of Becky, we have Becky versus Trish in a steel cage match. There's going to be some shenanigans here. I can almost guarantee it. I don't think Zoe Stark's going to stay out. It makes sense, like they've been doing that. And I feel like Zoe versus Becky is a good rivalry to have, for a little bit of time. I think that could really push Zoe into the main card of women, like the women wrestling. But I don't see Trish winning this at all. Like, there's really no point for Trish to win this. It would be really dumb for creative to like have that, because Becky obviously is always over and insanely popular, and I feel like this is their last of their matches. This might even be just like Trish's last match in a while. Like, she might just kind of go in the background. I'm kind of hoping so, because I feel like it will help Zoe out too. And I could also see like Trish asking for Zoe for help, and then Zoe turning on Trish. That could be an interesting storyline. Just something there where we could set up maybe a Becky and Zoe, I guess rivalry for a little bit. I mean, I do want to see Becky and Rhea go at it, but I feel like they could still get a little bit out of her and Raquel, and they can still get a little bit, just Becky doing the one over for helping Zoe, get on this main roster and, start actually getting into some decent matches and stuff. But we shall see. But the last match, I think this will be definitely the best match. I mean, obviously it's the main event, but I think it's like going to be a really good, just good match. It's Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, they had a good build up of it. They let Shinsuke like have a lot of good promos where they're like, let's just let the man speak in his native tongue. He is really well spoken and can really seem like that menacing heel that he's doing. Which is great. Like, like they let him cook, and he delivered for sure. So I'm really happy to see where they're gonna do with this. I definitely feel like this is another rivalry that's like a 2 or 3 pay-per-view one. I feel like Seth wins here, but like he's like beaten down. Like, he's gonna be like on the ground hurt and like having to like just barely make it out. And that should also give Seth a little bit of time of like not having to be on this strict title defense thing and be there every week just to have big matches. Like, they could give him a week off here and there. It'd be a good time to kind of do this, because just show other talent, and to show essentially like we need some more stars up at the top to challenge him, because only having the one championship that's on the line all the time, it kind of sucks. Because like, if you think about it, on the opposite side with Roman Reigns and the whole bloodline thing, they're gonna just kind of keep it like that. That's all it's gonna be. It's just gonna be just them, like, infighting for a while. I just don't see like them doing anything too crazy with that until they get much later on. But yeah, that's my predictions. I don't think it's anything too crazy. I feel like this is kind of a tamer one, but I think it's going to be better matches than a lot of the other pay-per-views. But we'll see. I'll do a match rundown, tier list type thing. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I can wake up and do it right as it's fresh in my mind. But I actually do like a lot of these matches, and I'm going to be very excited to watch them. But yeah, don't forget to check in tonight at 7 p.m. or yes, I guess 7 p.m. That would be Central Time to watch these, and then drop in the comments what you think is going to happen if there's anything that you think is going to be crazy. I don't really see too many surprises. The Grayson Waller effect, I think, is going to be the option to really have the surprise, and I think the whole event is hosted by John Cena. I saw that somewhere, but I didn't see it on the official website, so I have a feeling if that's the case, hopefully they put him into some type of rivalry because it would be cool. You know, like I think that'd be a really cool thing that they could do. But until next time, this is Japan. Don't forget to comment your stuff. Bye, guys.